You are tuning into the philosophy to expand and build upon your creativity, imagination, and innovation. Everything is created twice. First in the mind, then it becomes a reality. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe it can achieve. So you go out there and do the work day after day. The confidence, put yourself out there boldly and authentically, even though the success, the creation has not arrived just yet. But you know that the richest place on earth, the richest real estate on earth is the graveyard, because you know the graveyard, where dreams and goals and everything else die along with you, because you did not have the courage, the confidence, the boldness, the faith to go out and make things happen instead of waiting for things to happen. That's all going to change, because you got this go-getter anything to make things happen instead of waiting for things to happen. This is the method, the philosophy, soon be everything else, movement, and everything known as the create like a God. This is your man, Jaron Mitchell, aka Jaron Winning Mitchell, because I am a winner and so are you. And we're looking to have the win-win. So today's topic I'm going to be talking about today is 7 principles to outwit the devil, from the book, quote from the book, Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. When he quote unquote interviews the devil. You watching this on YouTube, make sure you like this video. Leave a comment below. Look in the hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification button and go down in the description below and go to the podcast and subscribe to the podcast and leave a 5-star rating and review. So that way you're able to go anywhere from listening from Create Like a God podcast, from Apple Podcasting, Spotify, Anchor, which I'm using Anchor. That's where I upload my stuff and hosting and everything. And also, if you're listening to this on the podcast feed, on through the podcast, you go to the show notes. Okay, before you go to the show notes, actually go ahead and hit that follow button. Make sure you go ahead and do that and leave a 5-star rating and review while you're doing that. If you have not listened to the podcast, if you're brand new, that's all good. If you don't have to listen, you don't want to stick a 5-star rating review, that is totally fine as well. The man is always looking for some improvement and improve my podcast. And guess what? The show keeps on going. Does not matter. Is looking for some improvement. Because if you haven't listened to my old podcast, somebody did say, hey, man, you just regurgitating old stuff, doesn't quotes and all that. Doesn't matter. Hey, you don't know the Create Like God philosophy. I'm here to give it to you. And this is really most of my inspiration was Outwitting the Devil, if you have not already know. And we're going to have some episodes on it. So 7 principles to outwit the devil. I read this book, by Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the Devil, I believe back in 2016, 2017. And I heard about it from the podcast called Work on Your Game. And Dre was talking about it. So I decided to go, rest is like Napoleon Hill, Eat and Think and Go Rich. So I decided to get the audio book and listen to it, and it blew my mind. This book blew my mind. And before I ended up learning about this book, I thought about this, which I'm going to be talking about it. If I haven't, you probably already know, I already had talked about it. And it's like, if God created man and women in his image, that an image also can be destroyed, become the devil's image. So we can even live in the image of God and live in an image of Satan, the devil. If you know the definition of Satan, which is adversary, accuser, we are our own adversaries, our own accuser, and quote unquote, the devil in Outwitting the devil said he is the negative portion of the neutron of matter. He is not a being with a pitchfork and a spiked tail. Okay, he doesn't have no physical body. He gets and creeps in into the minds of people who do that people do not occupy. Okay, so this is the 7 principles in Outwitting the Devil. If you don't know, I suggest you guys listen to the audiobook. You know, I love Napoleon Hill's work. I say he's a mentor of mine, but even though he's passed away since 1970, but I still consider him as a mentor, as in this law of the philosophy of individual attainment and self-determination. And this is a process of you having to create the life that you want, because you are the master of your fate. You are the captain of your soul. And also, if you don't know as well, there will be coming episodes with how to outwitting the 7 deadly sins. Okay, how outwitting the 7 deadly sins. We're going to talk about that. Okay, let's go ahead and get to the first point. All right, for today's topic, which is 7 principles of outwitting the devil. Point number 1, today's topic, like I said, outwitting the 7 principles of outwitting the devil is a definition of purpose in life. Okay, you do not want to become a drifter. I talked about this already. You don't want to become a drifter, a person who's moved aimlessly in life, don't know where they're going, don't know what to do, don't know what they want to do. They don't have no definite chief aim in life, and do not move forward, do not have an aim. They move aimlessly in this life without a rudder. They move aimlessly in this life becoming a drifter. Woo woo, woe is me, and go life with the flow. You don't want to go life with the flow. You want to take control over your own life, take control of your own mind, because you have to take full possession of your own mind. That's the greatest gift that we ever have on this earth, or you could say on this life, which God given us a brain for the person who think for ourselves. And every single one of us, every single individual on this planet has a different type of brain. It's our DNA. Men, even though we got more, even though our brain is a lot heavier and bigger, I believe, if I'm correct on that, we still, women as well, we got our own brain, individual brain that cannot be duped. No one else has it. Okay, no one else has it. Okay, yeah, we got parents, but we got our own brain. It's got like fingerprints or DNA. It's like that. But take full possession of your own mind. Have conviction to take full possession of your own mind. Okay, take full possession of it. Take full possession of your own mind. Have a definite chief aim and take possession of it. Direct it. Direct your mind. Feed it with good, healthy thoughts. Books. You can see books right over there, right? Books. Many other different things. Take full possession of it. Okay, have a definite chief aim. Have something you can able to wake up every single day, which was one of the steps of one of the 7 habits of highly effective people. We talked about it. If I haven't talked, we'll be talking about it. If I haven't, go ahead and check the episode. And right now I'm just recording, so I haven't been really uploading yet. I'm just recording, so everything may be out of order until I get myself right back in order, knowing where I'm at this current moment. But you know what? 7 is highly effective people, which is keeping the end in mind. Okay, having the end in mind. Have a definite chief aim. Have a personal mission statement. Have a vision. Have a vision for yourself. Be able to serve, but have a definite chief aim, what you want to do in your life. This is your life, not your family's life, not anybody else's life. Your parents want you to become a doctor. That's what your parents want you to do. What do you want to do? Okay, not what your parents told you to do, what your parents want you to do. What do you want to do? What type of career do you want? What type of relationship you want to be in? What type of, especially in America, but many other different places, what type of life do you want to live? Take full possession of it. Take full possession of your own mind, having a definite purpose, a definite chief aim you move towards in life, like a GPS, like you go from one place to another. That's what a definite chief aim is. That's what a definite purpose is giving you that direction where you have an aim, and your aim is to go over there to the other side, to go to that mission, to go to that, even though all the success and all the failures that happen in your life, failure is a product of the process of success. It's part of it. You always gonna fail. Kobe Bryant, most missed shots in the NBA. LeBron James right now, most, but I don't know how many championship rings he got. Maybe 4, if I'm correct on that, 4 or 5, maybe 4 or something like that. I don't know, but still, he has 11 freaking NBA appearances. He's different from Mike. Mike is 6-0. Kobe has 7 appearances in the NBA. Mike is 6-0, Michael Jordan. Okay, he has his legacy. He has his Jordan brand. Okay, his brand. What type of brand you want to live on this planet? What type of person do you want to leave a mark on here? So that way you be living and you be having this winning, which I call, I'm about to talk about an episode on it, the winning 13, from the unforgivable race to greatness, winning. Okay, Jaron winning Mitchell. That's what I meant. Jaron winning Mitchell for me. Okay, so what is it that you want to accomplish? What are you moving towards? What gets you out of bed in the morning? If you don't have a personal mission statement, if you don't have a definite chief aim, if you're not moving in life, you are a drifter. You are a definition of a drifter. Some other things like the outwitting the 7 deadly sins. If you do not outwit the 7 deadly sins, them sins will come to a place where it makes you to become a drifter. Too much sex. Drifter. Okay, you being envious others, even though you have your own abilities, your own gifts, but you envious what somebody else's have. You got your own gifts. Okay, that leads you to drifting. Okay, sloth, which is drifting. Okay, being procrastinating, not doing nothing, not moving forward, being lazy. Okay, drifting. Okay, what else? Anger can cause a drift, because you're so angry and so mad, you're directing your emotions towards something, but it can also blind you. You can also do something that can make you drift off your course. Okay, what else is there? What else? Hold on. You got sloth. I talked about lust, sex can have it. Gluttony. Same thing with gluttony. We got this so-called, body positivity movement and into basically praise gluttony, praise big people that's overweight, which we know that the number 1 killer in America is heart disease. I believe I'm correct on that. Okay. And what else? What is this? Gluttony, wrath. I talked about anger. That's wrath. Sloth. We talked about that. Envy. We talked about that. Okay. The last one I think I didn't talk about is pride. There's good pride. There is good pride, a good sense of pride, and a bad sense of pride. Okay. And pride is where how everything starts. That's the number one sin, how everything starts and causes the other sins to get there. Okay. All that stuff will have you drifting. It will have you drifting. Okay. You don't want to become a drifter. You don't want to use like lust, where your lust gets in the way, you commit adultery. I'm going to talk about more about that with doing the episodes during those Outwitting the 7 deadly sins and breaking down, having each of those sin episodes individually. Okay. Where I can get more in depth. There's going to be a book on it. I'm gonna write something on that as well. I'm definitely working on that. So I'm working out there in the process of that. Okay. So you do not want to become a drifter. You do not want to become a drifter in life. You do not want to drift in life. You have a definite sense, have a definiteness of purpose. No matter what it is that you do, relationships, doesn't matter what it is, have a definite chief aim, have a goal in mind, have a purpose of everything that you're doing. Have a purpose at every single thing that you do. Relationships, business, yourself, your health, many other different things, contributors, spirituality, have everything. If you don't, you will become a drifter and you will be drifting with the devil. Point number 2, today's topic, which is 7 principles for outwitting the devil. Okay. Is mastery over self. Master yourself. There's many quotes on it. A man who does not know him, a man who does, which was many, what was it? The Art of War. Okay. I can't remember many of the quotes, but many of those is like, be a mastery of yourself. Same thing. If you're not a mastery of yourself, guess what? Your lust can get in the way. Okay. That's how you got people that's cheating, because they let their lust get in the way. They let their emotions get in their way. They let love get in their love. Okay. You may say, why is that? Because guess what? There's many types of loves, man. There's many types of love. People get confused having love and sex. It's different. It's very different. Sex is meant for biological. Love is faith. Love is spiritual. Sex is biological. Okay. So master yourself. Master your sexual urges. Okay. Master that. I'm going to give you an example. Pornography really destroyed my life as a young kid. It really did. As a young kid, even though on pornography, realizing this ain't good. It deteriorates my confidence, gets me lazy, gets me into drifting and doing other stuff. You don't want to be that, man. And that's outwitting the 7 deadly sins. You got to master yourself. Master your emotions. You got to be able to master your emotions. Okay. You be a little bit kind of stoic, as a man being stoic, able to master your emotions. Okay. Able to, your facial look, you can master certain things, master yourself, master your will. If you do not have master and self-discipline on yourself, how are you able to have masters or tell others what to do? You can say, but first you got to master yourself. Art of War, the Art of War. But Sozin says, if you know yourself and know your enemy, you will win many battles. Basically, you win. If you don't know yourself and don't know your enemies, it's boom. Like, I don't remember it by heart, but me at those quotes and everything like that from the Art of War. But master yourself. 33 strategies of war. Okay, the polarity strategy. Okay, declare a war on your enemies. First person you need to declare war is on yourself, because you got to master yourself. Michael Jordan, hey man, like his enemy when he wakes up every single day is to better himself. That was his true opponent. It's too competitive. It's like, I'm gonna be better in the next game. I'm gonna be better than myself every single day. Kobe Bryant, all these great players, all the great people. So master yourself. Able to master yourself. There is a book, I believe, by the author of the 4 Agreements called The Master of Self, I believe, or something like that. I remember reading the book, and I haven't put anything up in here what I got, but master yourself. Can take control over your urges. Take full control over your emotions, your moods, feelings, intellects, tendencies, attitudes, and passions, habits, and intentions of developing a positive mental attitude or whatever it is that you got going on. But take master of self, which is there's 3 appetites, okay, of mastering yourself, which is of course, I would say not curse. There will be master over sex expression, okay, master of food, which is appetite, and a master of giving off opinions to others, which can cost you. So many of you think if you over here writing opinions, everybody has that, has opinion online, bashing someone or saying unnecessary, loosely unorganized opinions, it will cost you dearly. It will cost you dearly. Okay, especially if you're criticizing someone, if you're criticizing them and what they're doing and all that, you got to take those 3 appetites. And it's actually in the book, Outwitting the Devil. I suggest the audiobook. I suggest listen to the audiobook. This, I say, They Can Go Rich. All Napoleon Hill stuff is good, but this right here, this is like, I thought Think and Grow Rich was cool and everything, but man, this book, Outwitting the Devil, is something. Make sure you go ahead and go to jaronmitchell.com/read. If I have it, when I have it up on there, if I have it on there, you can go ahead and listen to, get the books Outwitting the Devil and all my other reading lists that is on there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to point number 3. Today's topic, which is the 7 principles of outwitting the devil, which is learning from adversity. Okay, learning from adversity. Learn from adversity. Guess what? Adversary, Satan, means Greek. I believe Greek or Latin, I believe, is adversary, accuser. We are our own adversaries. We are our own accusers. We got to learn from our own mistakes, our own failures, building habits. Okay, especially from adversity. I dealt with adversity, and you know what comes back? Whatever resists persists. It's going to keep coming back to you until you learn. Till you learn. Instead of you resisting the process, trust the process. Go move forward to the process. Okay, so learning from adversity. How can you learn? Hey, just know that every failure is a seed or a greater benefit. So when you fail and there's an adversity there, look for something like there's something I need to learn here. Is there something teaching me here? What is it? What is it that I need to learn? What is it that I need to grow? What is it that right here in this situation that is helping me or benefiting me in an equal or greater way than I am right now? Don't let your circumstances get in the way. The more you resist, the more you persist in your adversity. If you're learning from adversity, learn from it. That's the principles. You got to learn from it. So it won't get you in the habit of drifting. Keep in the same place over and over again. Keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. You will be, that's the definition of insanity. Everything that you do, everything that you show up in and do is how you will do everything else. Okay? That's how it will go. Everything you do, everything you will, everything, oh my goodness, everything that you do, you will do. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Jaron? I'm trying to get the words coming out of my mouth. How you show up is how you show up in every single thing. Okay? Work on yourself, master your urges, master you as a human being, become that human being in your stoicism. So stoic, a little bit stoic, that stoicism is good at one point. You're hiding your emotions, able to handle your emotions, but also let it out. Don't hold all that emotion, all that stuff in. Let it out. Let it all out. If you're a man, if you have a group of men, make sure you go ahead and let out your man, not with the woman that you are with, not with the woman you're with. Maybe your mom and pops, maybe cry in front of your mom. Okay, let's go ahead and get to point number 4 today's topic, which is 7 principles for outwitting the devil. Is controlling your environmental influence, your associations. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Okay, be careful of this. This what got me into drifting for the last since early 2018 until 2021. Okay, it really did. It really did. Adversities, I had to learn from it because I had let somebody into my environment, don't even know, didn't even vent and everything like that. Found out in beginning of 2021, he was a drug addict. Okay, he was working on himself. He still had some other problems he's going with, but you know what? He still everything dealing with money was like it was like something bad happens. Ever since then, I met this person, my life ended up going downhill. But you know what? I learned from my adversity. I learned who I want to surround myself. I learned who I don't want in my life. He taught me that. This individual taught me that what I do not want in my life and how I'm able to handle my money and what type of friends do I want, what type of people who I want to surround myself and wanted to support me and I support them. This person, this individual, I could say his name. I could bash him on the internet. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Karma's going to catch up to him anyway. Karma's going to get him. Okay. So I don't need to do all that. I don't, I'm not being here a victim or anything like that. But you know what? I was a victim of my circumstances. I made a decision a couple of days ago. And this year, 2022, going through this workshop that I went through, I would never, ever, 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 ever be a victim of circumstances and let circumstances get in the way. I am not a fucking victim. I am a winner. Okay. I'm here to help other people win too. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you hang around with broke people, you're going to be broke. You're going to be 6 broke people. If you hang around with people that do drugs and shit like that, you're going to be the person that's going to end up and get influenced to do the drugs. Okay, because they're around you. Okay, I don't smoke weed. I don't go out and start drinking and shit. I don't do none of that shit because you know why? Since I got into high school and everything else, I went to school, everything got work because I'm so fucking obsessed, so obtaining of what I want to accomplish. I don't got time for drinking. I don't got time for freaking smoking. I don't got time to go out and party. I don't have time to hang around with bullshit ass people that want to just be around me and destroy me or be envious of me. Okay, I don't need people to do that. Why would I want to be envious of somebody else? I don't need that. I got my own ability. I'm Jaron Mitchell. You're yourself as well. So why would you want to be envious of somebody else when you have your own gifts, your own purpose, and your own you're your own original person? You don't want to be a copy of somebody else. Okay, 5 average people you spend most time with. I remember this. I'm gonna give you guys this story right here. Okay. I believe I gave it before. So when I was driving Uber, I don't remember what year it was though. I was driving this Uber, picked up this black man and this black woman in the Uber. This dude was a very attractive woman. He was around. And at this time, I believe it was in 2017, actually. 2017. So this guy had a beautiful woman. She was very attractive. No, at the time I was listening to How to Make Money Like a Badass. Okay, I actually got the book up there as well if you're watching this on YouTube. And he's getting my energy. He feels my energy. I inspired this man. I inspired this man as an Uber driver. I was doing Forex. I was in this company called Wealth Generators at the time with network marketing, everything like that. And I was telling them, if you want to become a millionaire, surround yourself with millionaires. If you become a billionaire, surround yourself with billionaires. That's what I remember. And at the end, I tried to get him like, hey, I'm connected with some millionaires, let's connect and stuff like that. He said, you know what? I'm already a millionaire. He said, you inspired me, man. And he said some other stuff. I wish I would have got connected with him. And see how's he doing. And if anything, if I can help him today, maybe somehow he'll be able to see me, see this video and me hearing his story. I don't remember his name, but it really inspired me. It really inspired me to do it. Really whoa, it really got there. So hope this individual got there and able to reach for heights. But the reason why I tell you story is because we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. If you want things that somebody else have, put yourself in that freaking room so that way you can get what you want. Because you're all that we're able to there, which Les Brown say other quality people. Hang around with good quality people. Okay, let's go ahead and get to point number 5, today's topic, which is 7 principles for outwitting the devil. Number 5 is time. Giving a permits to positive or rather the negative thought habits in developing wisdom. Okay, giving premise to positive rather than negative thoughts, habits in developing your wisdom. Okay, taking full possession of your own mind, developing thought patterns. You are the dominating thoughts of your mind. This is why I do not believe, and I'm going to make an episode on this, there's no such thing as toxic masculinity. It's the individual, not the male, not the man. Okay, there's going to be negative traits of masculinity. There's negative traits in femininity. Okay, but there is no such thing as toxic masculinity. Feed your mind, take full possession of your own mind, be the one that can reprogram your subconscious mind so that way you are able to have the dominating thoughts of your mind, the thoughts that you want in your mind become the dominant thoughts of your mind. You embody the person you want to be. And that way your thought pattern habit is going to save you time. Okay. This much, I got to work on this more with time. Maybe you come back with this principle one time with time, if you know about it, but this is with the law of hypnotic rhythm and everything like that. But there is no time. Actually in laws of physics and everything like that, with the quantum physics, you could say time is an illusion. We only in here and now. We're not in the past. We're not in the future. We're only in and now. And the only way, and some people have this replaying where they're replaying the bad things already happened to them, bad experiences already happened to them already in the past, and they keep creating that bad movie in their head instead of creating new experiences in the future, have that future and bringing it to the now, which is be, do, have principle. Become the person you like to become, the person in the future, and bring it into the present moment. We only live in the now. There's no other way. We only live in the now, but you'll build wisdom over time, developing wisdom, which is given permits to positive rather than negative thoughts, habits, and developing wisdom. Wisdom. What is wisdom? Wisdom is knowing how to apply certain knowledge. Knowledge is obtaining knowledge. Wisdom is how to apply that knowledge in certain situations. I remember I was listening to an episode of Dre Baldwin. This is who I got it from, and it makes sense to me. And he was saying a lot about it, a lot of things. And I come to think to myself, like, wait a minute. Like, he's saying a lot of stuff that contradicts itself. However, they're also true. So what if it's some things that we knew that's also true, that's also very true, but contradict each other, but only certain things that work in certain situations? Yeah, you could be the loudest person in the room. Okay. There's a time to be that, and there's a time to be quiet. Say less than necessary, which is in the book, 48 Laws of Power. Okay. So build time to build wisdom for yourself. And time is actually one of our 5 forms of investment. Time, we cannot get that back. Protect your time with your life, because time is life. Time can also be money, because money is passive income. But most importantly, time is life. You don't want to have that last piece of sand hit the hourglass, because we do not know when our last days on earth will be. Point number 6, today's topic, which is 7 principles of outwitting the devil. Point number 6 is harmony. Okay. Harmony is you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Okay. Harmony. Acting a definite of purpose and becoming the dominant influence in your own mental, spiritual, and physical environment. Okay. That is in harmony. Like harmonizing human relationships. That's actually one of the 12 riches in life, according to Napoleon Hill. Okay. In his book, what book was it? The Master Keys to Riches. Okay. That is one of the 12 riches in life. It's not just money. Okay. It's not just money. Economic security. It's not just money. Positive mental attitude, self-discipline, harmony, human relationships, and harmonize. Harmony in physical relationships. Become harmonized in your relationships. Okay, let's go ahead and get to point number 7. Today's topic, which is 7 principles for outwitting the devil. Point number 7 is caution. Thinking through your plan before you act. Okay, this is like looking at the script. Okay, we got the script as an artist, you as an actor, and looking whatever plan that you have. You got the plan set up, which is the definite chief aim. You got the plan set up, and act on it now. Just you got the plan, you got to set up. Okay, I got to do plan A, plan 1. I got this plan. Okay, create the podcast. 2, record the podcast, upload the podcast, whatever steps you have, and start acting on it right away. Do not wait. Act on it, but think carefully. Think through your plan before you act. Think it through, which I believe it was, which law was it? I don't remember. It was one of the books, 48 Laws of Power or 33 Strategies of War. I think it was 48 Laws of Power. I don't remember what law it was, but it's basically finished through, or I think it was 33 Strategies of War. I can't remember. I didn't put it right here, but I know it's on there. I know it's one of those laws that is on there, which is complete your plan or something like that. Okay, finish through your plan. Finish. It was 48 Laws of Power. Okay, finish your plan. Go all the way through. Finish it all the way through. Okay, and be bold in your action. Because fortune favors the bold. Okay, let's go ahead and recap today's topic, which is 7 principles of outwitting the devil, which is point number 1, definition of purpose. Point number 2, mastery over self. Step number 3, learning from adversity. Point number 4, controlling environment influence. Association, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Point number 5, time. Point number 6, harmony. Acting a definition of definites of purpose and becoming the dominant influence of your mind in spiritual and physical environment. Point number 7, caution, thinking through your plan before you act. Make sure you go ahead and listen to the audiobook of Outwitting the Devil. Okay, folks, it's not where we at, it's where we come from. Always create like a God. Make sure you like this video, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you go ahead and, as in the YouTube feeds, not YouTube, the podcast feed, make sure you follow, subscribe, leave a 5-star rating, review, and same thing. Whatever you listen to, make sure you go ahead YouTube channel, and make sure you go ahead and hit this podcast, whatever favorite podcast app you like to listen to. Okay, and let's go ahead and end this. Folks, is not where we at, it's where we come from, and always create like a God, because you are the master of your fate, you're captain of your soul, and you are in charge of your own earthly destiny. Create like a God.